I think I caused a hypertrophic scar on my arm from an itchy bug bite. I'm a picker, so I kept removing the scar for months. Now it's raised, dark and crusty. I keep filing it down, scraping or clipping it shorter, but it comes back. What do you suggest? Sounds like it might, well, yeah, it might be a hypertrophic scar, or it might be a dermatofibroma. So a dermatofibroma is often an itchy, annoying a lesion on the arm. I would suggest that need to have a look at it. If it's a hypertrophic scar, so it's for months. So if it's a hypertrophic scar, time might make it better. Steroid injection might help. Silicone tape might help. Pressure might help. So all these things might help if it's a hypertrophic scar. If it's a dermatofibroma, it might not help, and you might want to have it removed. The problem with removing it is, first of all, it will leave you a scar, another scar. So you're always going to have a scar. So you have to accept scar number one. But the problem with removing something you think might be a hypertrophic scar is that you might get another hypertrophic scar. So some people are more prone to cause hypertrophic scarring. Now, if it is hypertrophic because you kept on picking at it, that is in a way a good sign, because if you don't keep on picking at it this time, then you're less likely to cause the hypertrophic scarring. So if there's a reason for your hypertrophic scarring, that would make us more amenable to removing it by, excising it, performing surgery on it, because we'd be less worried about it causing another hypertrophic scar, and more confident that it would be successful. But if there was no reason for it to be hypertrophic, and maybe it's just your body causes hypertrophic scarring, we'd be a bit more anxious about removing it, because we don't want to give you trade in one hypertrophic scar for another hypertrophic scar. We can get an idea by looking at it whether it's hypertrophic or if it's a dermatofibroma. So it might be one. So I probably would say give it time, ideally 12, really 18 months if you can. So if you can give it proper amount of time, if you can, unless it's really bothering you, massage can help, silicone tape can help, possibly steroid injection. So it might be worth trying these things first, because if these things work, which are all things that might work on a hypertrophic scar, then it might not need surgery, because a hypertrophic scar is usually self-limiting and will sort itself out, but it can take 12 to 18 months for it to properly sort itself out. So that would probably be the first way to go. If it's still not responsive to those things, or if it's lasting longer, then certainly surgery would be an option. But we'd have to be saying to you, look, if this is a hypertrophic scar, you could get another one. So we could be trading one for another. But obviously we wouldn't do it if we thought that was going to happen. But that's always a worry about operating on scars, bad scars, that you give the person another bad scar. So you've got to try and think, what can I modify to make my scar better than the first one, sort of thing. That's what kind of goes through our minds when we're doing this.